Well, guess what? It's Monday again. Not so much manic, but I've been doing a lot of work on the shuttle bus. I had to replace the bottom step because the plywood that I used was temporary, and so it got soaked and all the ply separated. And then the cubby hole, I had to build base, a back, and a side on it so I could put my Corex, which is 18 by 24 real estate type yard sign blanks in there. So did that today. Had to clean out the freezer, get that ready, get it cleaned up. Did some clear coating on the refrigerator slide out shelf. And welcome, Norris. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're getting better all the time. So we've got a couple in the house. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. And tonight is going to be looking at the lowest population cities in the U.S. You'd be surprised how many towns have hardly anybody living in them. Each one I'll give a little description on what it is and who it is and why it is, and we'll see how it goes from there. Getting queued up here for the first one coming up here shortly. We've got a couple in the house. Norris is here. I'm not sure who else, but we've got 2 likes, 2 thumbs up. I would like to stay even or above. And I'm not wearing black. I'm wearing red because most of my stuff is on the bus already, packed on the bus in the wardrobe section. Getting ready to do a few more mods. I've got the second part of the installation of the new connectors for the solar suitcases and shore power almost done. So that'll be out, let's see, what's today? Monday, maybe Thursday or Friday, probably Friday. Get that out there. Hopefully we're going to have a couple new people coming in tonight. I went over to Brenda's Zippity Doodah Recycling. A couple people said they were going to stop by, so we'll see. Hopefully. Because a YouTube channel actually lives on new people coming in, and those new people telling their friends to come in, etc., etc. That's the only way it can build. So I don't know if I'm getting a late start or somebody's getting late, because usually Mondays are pretty good, 15, 17, 20 people. So we'll see what's going on. Give it a few minutes. It's just 4 minutes after now, so let's see what else is new. Anything else new? Not that I can think of. They'll be doing mods tomorrow. See, what am I doing tomorrow? Or maybe cutting the sides of the Murphy bed down. I don't think I need them 7 inches tall. Probably cut them down to about 3 or 4 inches. And make that a whole lot lighter because it's really heavy when I pick it up. So that should lighten it up a little bit. I'm reorganizing the cabinets. I'll probably take out the laminator tomorrow. I've got to put in some stops for that so it doesn't slide around like it has been. And let's see what else. Got some lettering to do on the side yet. I'm working on a video on how I'm going to do that lettering. Didn't get to that thing Saturday, but I'll get down there eventually. Let's see, we've got 3 in the house. Let me know who's here. Norris Dabney's here. Who else is here? Let me know you're here. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. I'm getting back over there and check it. And we've got 4 people in the house. Hey, Brenda Davis. Rappity Doodah. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm looking at my chart now. It's steadily going up. It says viewer activity 8. I'm not sure what that means, but with 4 in the house. I'm checking my stream health, which is good, finally. Let's see how fast, about 4 seconds delay on my end. That's not bad. I can deal with that. Let me get back over here. Oh, you know, after becoming monetized, I work harder than I did before. Anytime, Brenda. You're always welcome. Meet Norris Dabney. He's from Texas. And I forgot where you're from, Brenda. If you'd let me know what state. I just can't remember. I'm sure you've told me. I'm sure I've heard it in your live stream too. So I'm trying to get to more live streams. Again, like I said, once you become monetized, you actually work harder than before you get monetized, because you have to keep that 4,000 watch hours. I forgot what I'm up to right now. It's 40 something. Kansas. All right, you're from Kansas. Let's see. Oop, I just lost something, but that's all right. We'll get back to it. There we go. I was just checking to make sure I didn't lose it altogether. I'm going to take a couple of these down and go into my spreadsheet. I keep a spreadsheet and see what my watch hours on a daily basis. I'll do that for a while. I want to see if I'm gaining or losing. 47.32. I gained 1 hour last night. Oh well, at least it's not a negative. That's a plus. Kansas. Kansas have a panhandle? Can't remember. So it says we have 4 in the house. But we're slowly gaining. We're slowly gaining. If you've watched a lot of my videos and playlists and you're not on this list at the bottom here, streaming by, flashing by here on this header, let me know. I'm going to probably expand this up to a full page, rearrange this page. And of course, I've got the top 1/3 flashing in on us. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, tonight is the lowest population cities in the U.S. It's amazing. Some cities have hardly anybody in them. And I'll read a little bit of the information on it. And remember, Wednesdays is a contest. Name that TV show. Top 10 at the end of the series will go on a wheel, and it'll be spun for a e-card from Amazon. So there's still still 7 days left, 7 Wednesdays left. Get in on it, so plenty of time to get up there in the top 10. 5 in the house. Hey, we're climbing. Yay. 3 thumbs up. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. And if you would, share this out on your social media, this link, this live, and or on your community page. I would appreciate it. All right, we'll go ahead and run this, a few times during it. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. As you can see, now that I've become monetized, you can join the channel. I have 4 different levels. Number 1 level is 99 cents, all the way up to $7.99 a month. If you're getting a lot of sign work, you get a big discount on your sign work if you become a member at that point. So we've got still 4 here. Wonder where everybody is tonight. Last Monday was hopping. Hey, Charlene here. Welcome. I was getting worried nobody was going to show up. Thank you very much for being here. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, please. A few people have told me they weren't getting notified, even though I put a schedule list live. I'm not sure what's happening there. All you have to do is go down to my link, double click on it, and it should show you what's coming up. Again, Wednesday night is, can you guess the TV show? That'll be day number 4 out of 10. So there's plenty of time to get in on it if you haven't. And some are easy, some are super easy, and some are super tough. And we do 10 per session, 10 per night. And we're getting ready to start this one off here with 5 people in the house. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. Yeah, OSB will do 2 to 3 outputs to, like, Facebook and YouTube and some others. I just haven't got it set up yet. Lisa Rosano, welcome. She is a new friend that came from Brenda Davis, Scrappity Doodah, in her live stream. Thanks for being here, Linda. I appreciate it. Tonight we're going to be doing U.S. cities that have the least amount of population. So it's going to be interesting to see the cities and how many people live there, and I'll be reading off some of the stuff. Again, thank you, Lisa, for stopping in. And Lisa, Wednesday nights, we have the Guess That TV Show contest. The top 10 people in the 10 days will be on a wheel for an e-card for Amazon. So that's on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And there's plenty of time to get on the wheel, or to get on the winner's list, to get on the wheel. And Charlene, where are you from? Brenda's in Kansas. Norris is in Texas. I'm in North Carolina. Lisa, where are you from? I try to keep up with everybody and their first name, and sometimes you have to tell me 2 or 3 times, but I'll get it after a while. Checking the time here. We get about a minute before we start this, because I think there's more than 10 in this particular set. One of these nights I'm going to set up a second camera so you can see what I do in the background here. I just haven't done it yet. I'll probably do it on a Monday night because it's less stress. It's more of a easy night than Wednesday. I have to be on time on Wednesday. Here I don't have to be on time. All right, let's do this thing. Let's get this started. What we're doing is, there's no guessing or anything. I'm just going to give you information on the smallest towns in the U.S. All right, here's our first one. Hobart Bay, Alaska. Population 1. Hobart Bay, Alaska. Population 1. Alaska's nice, but David Jorgensen has Hobart Bay all to himself. The 62-year-old has been the sole caretaker for the abandoned logging camp, accessible only via float plane or boat, for nearly a decade. He used to live in Hobart Bay with scores of neighbors before the logging dried up in the late 90s. Population plummeted from 187, which still is not that many, in 1990 to just David Jorgensen in 2010. Now, Gold Belt Incorporated, a former logging company which owns 30,000 acres in and around Hobart Bay, wants to turn the place into a cruise ship destination and clam farm. I am going to book a cruise ship to go see some clams, I guess. I'm not too sure about that. Hobart Bay, Alaska, population 1. I think maybe the moose and the deer are starting to look pretty good to this guy. I don't know. No thanks. I mean, I'm a loner. Hey, Becky Allen, welcome. I'm a loner, but, I still like to have interaction with other people. I can go, a week or so and not worry about it, but not for years and years and years, I don't think. One population. Hey. No, thank you. All right. I'll get the next one queued up and see what that one's going to be. Hey, Sue, lucky dog. The Scooby life. I'm trying to think. You're going to have to tell me again. I think you told me Wednesday, so it's been too many days. The Scooby life. Everybody's just in time. Got 6 in the house. We've got 7 likes. I like that. And there's going to be a surprise town when I get to it. Jacinda. I'll try and remember that. It's, the older you get, the less you can remember. So my memory is pretty much shot nowadays. Jacinda. I'll remember it eventually. So how was everybody's weekend? We're just getting started on the smallest populated towns in the U.S. We just hit number 1. We're getting ready to hit number 2. Be sure to share this out. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you can either use my email in the About page or go to my community tab and leave me a message there. I'm always looking for ideas that you'd like to see. Again, Wednesday nights, we have the contest. Get on a prize wheel for an e-card for Amazon. So Wednesday nights at 8. And stream elements will come up and ask you to do things like play the stream after it's posted, because I get watch hours counted for that. All right, let's get into the number 2 here, or the second one. This is Jerome, Arizona. Desolate, very desolate. Population, a lot more than Alaska. 455 people live in Jerome, Arizona. Jerome holds simultaneous claims as the smallest incorporated city in Arizona and the largest ghost town in America. Oh man, I'm going to have to put that on my list to go see as soon as I get out there in October. The largest ghost town in America is in Jerome, Arizona. Founded in 1876, the city grew out of a copper mining camp into the 4th largest city in the Arizona Territory back in 1876. Workers poured in to climb down the town's mine shafts and extract as many as 3 million pounds of copper each month. Wow, that's a lot of copper. The vast number of saloons and brothels that cropped up to cater to the miners in their off hours led the New York Sun to dub Jerome the wickedest town in the West in 1903. Boy, I was born too late. Today, Jerome's small populations of artists, shopkeepers, and hospitality workers bring the ghosts of its past to life for visiting tourists. I'm going to have to put that on my list to go see. That sounds interesting. So that's Jerome, Arizona, population 455. I definitely won't do it in the summer, though. It's too hot. So it doesn't, I don't know how many artists there are, or shopkeepers, and the hospitality workers must be for the hotels. Hopefully they're doing it, in period theme, which would be nice. All right, let's get back here. We got 7 in the house. Yeah, it looks relaxing, but, ghost towns are ghost towns. You never know. I know a lot of people that would like to visit that. We're pretty good on time. We're a little behind, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it tonight. This is just a relaxing Monday night. Wednesday night is a little bit more strict than tonight will be. Whoops, sorry about that. My phone just went off. Fourth. Didn't have it on Do Not Disturb, which I'm going to set that. There we go. I think I got it set. We'll see in a minute. All right, let's get this next one keyed up here. This is kind of weird, but okay. It looks kind of interesting. This is Magnet Cove, Arkansas. I guess because they have a lot of magnetic rock there. Population, a whopping 5. 5 people. Wow. That's something else. How can a town grow with 5 people? How do you just do that? You must have to visit other towns, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what it says about this place. Let's see. Magnet Cove was named for the abundance of magnetite, lodestone, in its soil. Well, yeah, for magnetic rock. So that figures. Let's see here. Early settlers discovered this when they felt their plow and other tools strangely attracted to the ground. It remains a popular site for rock hounding, thanks to its unusual rich diversity of materials. That might be a place to visit too. You never know. Today, the only business in Magnet Cove are a gas station and 2 evacuate quarries. Evacuate is a mineral used to make whetstones, and Magnetic Cove produces some of the purest in the world. Wow, didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. So it's Magnet Cove, Arkansas, population 5. I'm going to expand my visit list, I think, by the looks here. It's amazing, what you learn that's out there that, I never knew about. Let me get the next one queued up. Okay, we're getting a little behind, not too bad. Just looking to see what's coming up. Am I still on? I haven't seen anybody chat. Is this that interesting that you don't want to chat? You can chat while I'm doing this. I won't get offended. Let's see, we had 7 likes and 6 in the house. And yet, up here it says 6. Okay. All right, is everybody ready for the next one? Is anybody still here? Testing, testing. All right, checking up on chat, see if I've missed anything before we get to the next one. No, no. Guess everybody's still here. Oh, Norris is here. He's always here. All right, just checking because there was a long dead spot and no chat. That's unusual. It makes you wonder if you're still broadcasting. Good, good. I'm glad everybody's still here. All right, let's get on to the next one before we run out of time. This looks like a bustling city, doesn't it? Well, I'm glad, Lisa, I didn't scare you off. That's a plus. And Becky's been here 2 or 3 times, so I haven't scared her off yet. Let's see, Vernon, California. Population 209. Wow, that's a big city. Well, thanks, Jacinda. I'm not sure if it made the list or not because I don't pre-read these before I go. I find them and stick them up into a cheat page where I can look at them and get the information on it. It might. Some of these I get 2 or 3 sets out of, and some only get 1 set. This is probably going to be a 1 set type thing. Next Monday will probably be the Old West. Of course, Wednesdays are the TV show. Name that TV show contest. All right, let's find out about Vernon, California, population 209. Vernon was founded in 1905 as an exclusively industrial city just south of downtown Los Angeles. Until 2015, Vernon housed about 1,800 businesses employing roughly 5,500 workers, but was home to only 100 residents. So that must be, the cities surrounding that must be bedroom cities. Yep, that's where they're living. The city kept its population low on purpose. All residents were owned by the city government. All residencies were owned by the city government, which evicted its political rivals and tore down houses to prevent newcomers from coming in. Wow. Wow. And that is in 2015 or before that? Ooh. This entitled a ruling family to control the electorate, run the city like a fiefdom, and pay one city administrator a salary of $1.65 million a year. Wow. Pretty good money. In 2015, under the threat of dissolution from the state, Vernon agreed to adopt a series of reforms, including the construction of new privately owned apartment buildings that doubled the city's population. Wow. That city was run by a dictator, basically. He controlled everything, or the family controlled everything. And that was pre 2015. So, I mean, it's not like it was in the 1800s or 1700s. Wow. Didn't know that. Glad they took him and straightened him out. You never know until you start researching. Okay, we're back here again. The next picture is very calming. Going up to the northern states next. So where do you live? Man, that's terrible. Jacinda. Had to think about it. So you must be in California? You know a lot about these towns out that way. I don't know if I'm going to go to California this year or not. I know I'm going to Quartzsite, Arizona, and surrounding areas. I'm not sure if I'm going to slip over to California or not because the gas is $2 more a gallon. Southern California, okay. I've been to Blythe, California. That's about it. Last year I slipped over into Blythe. And I saw all these, like a red cross, but they were green on just about every corner. What are these emergency rooms? Didn't know what they were. So I drove around town a little bit, hit one of the water, filtered water places, filled up some jugs. And I said, well, I'm going to stop and walk up to one. Marijuana stores. You haven't been to Blythe? There's not much there, except marijuana stores on every corner. Hey, John, Desert Adventures in Arizona. We were just talking about the crosses on every street corner in Blythe. Oh, it's your birthday today? Sue at Lucky Dog has a birthday. Let me see. What can I do? Mine was way back on August 5th, and I tried not to. I took it off Facebook. I took it off every place I could take it off. Because I don't have them anymore. Steve. I don't know where John came from. Trying to think who John is. I'll remember when I see him come in. Well, your birthday's tomorrow? Well, can do that for you too. Terrible. Let me tell you. Yeah, you did. Your avatar, you mean? Yep. Yep. I didn't recognize it at first. All right, let's get on to this next one before I get way behind. Now, this is a very pleasing looking lake, I guess. River, could be a river, but it doesn't look like it's flowing. This is Union, Connecticut. Population, wow, a whopping 843 people. I guess you could make a city out of that. Union, Connecticut. I bet that lake is frozen over in the wintertime. That's why I'm down south. Snow is a four-letter word to me. Let's see. It's founded on rough terrain with poor soil. Union was the last town settled east of the Connecticut River. James McNall, the town's first settler, arrived from Ireland in 1727, and Union was officially incorporated in 1734. Legend has it that the town got its name because it was formed from the union of leftover plots of land that surrounding towns hadn't incorporated. Today, Union is a quiet residential community that prides itself on its scenic hills, trees, and wildlife. It looks nice. When I first went out west to Arizona, what got me is, I'm leaving, Mississippi, Louisiana, getting into Texas, and then getting to West Texas, everything started to go from green to brown. And the further west I went, the browner it got. Now, if you go north, it's much greener, but El Paso going out that way. Hey, Kim, WDW Mommy, welcome. Yeah, so once I hit mid-Texas and going west, the green was going away fast. It became browner and browner and browner. So, let's see what we got. This next one everybody will like. We got plenty of time. Now, I've got about 3 tabs that I got to get right before this will work. But let's bring this up first, and then I'll figure out how to do that. This one is, see if I can find it in my cheat sheet. Weeki Wachee, Florida. Weeki Wachee, Florida. Population 5. Weeki Wachee, Florida. Mermaids, yeah. I guess that was their claim to fame. Weeki Wachee, Florida. All right, let me see if I can get this to work. Don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. Like I say, I've got to go around my elbow to get to my hand here, so let me get over here. Go, and I think this will work. Whoops, if I hit the right button. Like I say, this one I just set up tonight. All right, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. That's not good. All right, let's try it again. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's hang on. I don't think you have any sound. Let me see why we don't have any sound. Not sure we don't have any sound. Mute is on. Mute is on. Mute. Unmute. Nope. Let me see if I can find the sound. For some reason the sound is not working. Of course, I didn't check that. Anyway, watch the pictures. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Sure why that sound is not working. Weird. Whoops. Nope, I have no idea. But anyway, this is an underwater stadium, and this is a deep, deep spring that comes up from 148 feet below the surface. And that thing you see there is where the mermaids hang out. Population 5, yep. I don't know if they have this mermaid show now or not. This was in 1961. And again, that shell thing you saw, that's where all the mermaids hang out. They've got air at the top. And they can hold their breath pretty well. I'm probably lucky to do it a minute and a half. Look at those old masks. Oh, I'm very disappointed that sound didn't come up for some reason. Oh, wow. I'm very surprised, especially with a population of 5. I'm sure the population now is much more. That was back in 1961. I'm sure it's quite a bit more now. Yeah, half the population is underwater. Probably most of the population. Whoops. And the reason they're all the fish that are there, I listen to it, is because they bring food. The swimmers bring food out, so all the fish gather around. Yep. And here's a person that's going to eat a banana underwater. That's got to be tough. You open your mouth and it's filled with water. Oh, look at this. This person's going to drink a drink underwater. Huh. Okay, but I think you have to finish it all before you stop because water will rush in. They asked if it was good, and she said absolutely. All right, this is the one I think that's going to go down to 148 feet. And you can do that as long as you're not breathing pressurized air. This really isn't pressurized. Scuba tanks, they're under 3,000 pounds of pressure. And then it goes through the regulator, which regulates it down to, not sure exactly what it was. I used to be a diver way back when. I had my PADI degree, but haven't used it in so long. Those masks are funny. It keeps blowing pressure into the mask because as you go down every 33 feet, that's 14 more pounds per square inch on the body. So at sea level, it's 14. 33 feet down, it's 28. Another 33 down is 14 more. Oh, he's at the bottom. Well, it almost worked as good as I wanted it to. They must prune up, When I get in the water too long, my fingers prune up to nothing. They look like prunes, dried prunes. I hate to see them after they've been out there a while. Wiki watchy. There we go. I'm back, I think. This was kind of weird. I haven't done this particular sequence before, so it worked pretty well, except for the sound. I'm not sure why the sound didn't come through. It should have. I had it set up, but you never know. Okay, let's see. Let me get over here and see what we got next. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a Monday night on just old footage. I like old footage. I'm old, so I like old footage. All right, let's see. We're not going to get through all of them tonight. I can see that right now. That's okay. They're interesting anyway. Tate City, Georgia. Tate City, Georgia. Next one. That's the Tate City Mall, or is that Mail? I can't see it on my screen. Looks like Mall. That's the Tate City Mall. Population 16. Whole 16 souls living in Tate City, Georgia. Yeah, my screen is very tiny on here, so I couldn't really read it. Tate City, Georgia, population 16. Tate City, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, isn't really a city, more an assortment of fancy second-hand homes owned by Atlanteans and Floridians, and more houses for residents working in Clayton or Dillard. There must be close towns. The town sprang up around a ruby mine that once attracted more than 1,000 residents. Rubies, huh? That might be a nice stop Go in the ruby mine and see if you can find any. And later it switched to logging. A man named Tate owned the biggest logging camp, hence the name. After the loggers stripped Tate City of its forest, they moved on and left little behind. The sleepy town didn't get electricity until the early 1970s. Wow. But I wouldn't mind going into one of the ruby mines and looking around. That'd be fun. What do you think? It'd be fun just hacking away at the stone. I'm sure they didn't get it all. There should be some left. All right, that was Tate City, Georgia. Never know what you're going to learn on the American Wanderers live stream. Could be good, could be bad. Who knows? Oh, we're going to be visiting the islands. This is so riveting, nobody's chatting. Wow. Didn't realize it was going to be this riveting. Either that or everybody fell asleep, one or the other. That's okay. As long as you let it keep running. That's all I care about. Time. Well, I care about you guys coming in, but I mean, as long as you're running it, I'm getting some watch hours, which I appreciate. Wednesday night I got 3.3 hours and 36 cents. Wow, that's one of my biggest ones. And it all depends on not so much people watching it now as about who watches it after. I don't know why they do that. You know, who knows? I get revenue comes from the people that watch it after. So if everybody would just let it run in the background after, I would appreciate it. You don't have to watch it. Just don't turn the sound all the way off. It's down so you can't hear it. All right, let's get on to the next one because we're running out of time fast. We're in Manili, Hawaii. I think that's how you pronounce it. Manili, Hawaii. Population 29. Manili, M-A-N-E-L-E, Hawaii. Population 29. Manili is the site of the Four Seasons Resort Lanai, Lanai, on Hawaii's sixth largest island. Yep. And you know, if you cut the top off a pineapple, strip off the flesh, plant it, in 4 to 5 years, you'll have a pineapple. I grew about 20 of them. After 3 years, you can stick an apple down inside the leaves of the pineapple, cover it with a plastic bag, and it will make it flower much faster. And the ones that I grew were gold color, no green, strictly gold. Boy, what a sugar rush. Those things were sweet, nothing like you buy in the store. Through most of the 20th century, Lanai, I guess it is. Lanai was the site of the Dole Pineapple Plantation, once the most productive in the world, but today 97% of the island belongs to Larry Ellison, founder of the software firm Oracle. Hey, you learn new things here. And the 5th richest person in the world. I wouldn't know what to do with that much money. I would sure like to try. Ellison bought the land along with a third of Lanai's, I guess that's how you pronounce it, housing, the water utility, 2 resort hotels, the cemetery, and most other businesses in a single real estate deal in 2012. He plans to turn the island into a luxury resort destination for the super rich, prompting concerns the future of the island's residents. I bet they're upset and worried. You know, this rich guy comes in and buys up 3/4 of the island. man, I would be a little upset too. So Dole pineapple plantation is no longer. I wonder where the pineapples are coming from now. Probably overseas somewhere. And Larry Ellison, founder of Oracle. I'm just a poor boondocker, you know, driveway docker. I just park where I can, where I won't be bothered. HD and I just travel. Unfortunately, HDI's time is limited. He's not going to be around. I don't know how much longer, but too short for me. So he's going to the desert this winter because every time I take him out, he wants to get in the shuttle bus. He wants to go. So he's going to go this year. Hoping he can go next year, but we'll have to wait and see. All right. We got time for another one or two. Oh, this one's kind of interesting. Oh, this one's another nice one. Get right into it. This is in Illinois. The name of the city is Moonshine. Nice name. Population 1. Moonshine, Illinois. Population 1. There is one business, one house, and one person in Moonshine. And they're all under one green tin roof. Helen Tuttle owns the Moonshine store. A woman, a country store and restaurant. She operates out of a century-old building in the middle of eastern Illinois farmland. Each day, Tuttle serves 140 moonburgers to customers visiting from around surrounding farms and sometimes ranging from the far-flung corners of the 50 states and 45 countries. Wow. It's a destination stop. The burgers aren't very elaborate. Tuttle serves a gas-grilled beef patty on run-of-the-mill buns, but guests are invited to jazz them up themselves from a condiment table featuring mustard, mayonnaise, onions, hot pickle relish, can't talk, and horseradish. For years, Moonshine had a second resident, Roy Lee, Helen's husband, but Roy died in 2015, and now Helen lives alone in the 6 rooms above the Moonshine store. That is something. Looks like there's an outbuilding out there, a couple of them, but that's it. Moonshine, Illinois, population 1. I think I've seen this on the news or on one of the shows, not the news mainly, but one of the shows. I think I saw this a few years ago. All right, so we got time for one more. And let's roll the dice and see what we got here. Okay, this one looks pretty interesting. Yeah, he ran the store before he died, but let's take a quick look at this one. There we go. This is New Amsterdam, Indiana. Population 27. An interesting building. Looks like it might have been a church at one time. I can't read that sign above the door. Like I said, my preview screens are really tiny. It says New Amsterdam was born and nearly destroyed on the banks of the Ohio River. Until 1937, the town thrived on the riverbank. It had 2 general stores, its churches, and the pews were packed, and the houses along the river held upwards of 400 people. Then, 1937 flood wiped out most of the city and drove many of the residents away for good. But the remaining folks didn't give up. In 2015, New Amsterdam celebrated its bicentennial. You know, northern folk are pretty stout. You know, it takes a lot to make them quit. I'm from New Hampshire originally. Been down south since 1970, so I've been southernized. Yeah, I think we got time for one more quick one. Yep, I think we do. I think we do. Hey, call me Ender. Yes, you did. We've got a few more minutes and got one more coming up. And then you just have to watch the replay to see everything that we did and looked at tonight. See, yes. This one's kind of interesting. Let me jump into this one. We've got a few minutes left. There we go. Now we're getting up to date. This is Beaconsfield, Iowa. Beaconsfield, Iowa. Population 15. And one's an astronaut by the looks. Beaconsfield may be tiny, but it punches above its weight class in terms of bragging rights. Hey Naj, welcome, welcome. The Iowa town was the birthplace of the Hy-Vee grocery store. I've never heard of that one, but oh, no problem, Commander. Just glad you could make it. Let's see. The Hy-Vee grocery store, which operates more than 240 stores in the Midwest. I've never heard of it, but that's okay. The founders, Charles Hyde and David Verdenberg. Oh, Hy-Vee. Got it? H-Y-V. Charles Hyde and David Verdenberg. So Hy-Vee. Get it? Get it? Do you get it? They opened their first store in Beaconsfield right on the onset of the Great Depression in 1930. Whitson. I guess it's Whitson. Whitson's hometown is where they opened it. In April 2017, Whitson broke the NASA record for most total days in space. Not sure who Whitson is. At that time, it was 534 days. Oh, it was a she. She's also the first woman ever to command the International Space Station twice. I'm just not sure who this Whitson is. I don't remember her, but oh, unfortunately, that's all the time we have tonight. Don't forget, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. that we have the Name That TV Show contest. The top 10 people in the series gets on a wheel for an e-gift card to Amazon. So that's at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I've never heard it. I'm from the East Coast, New Hampshire, so I've never heard of that one. And we've got 6 on the wheel right at the moment. The top 10 will get on the wheel. So there's plenty of time. There's 7 more nights, 7 more Wednesdays to get on the wheel. So there's plenty of time for you to get in there, answer some questions about the TV show. And that'll be Wednesday at 8 p.m. So be there or be square. Okay, call me Ender. Yeah, call me Ender. What's your first name? I'm trying to get everybody's first name. Or I can just call you Ender, whatever you'd like. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't make it through all those. I think I had about 3 more, but that's okay. I might find some more and add it to the list and do it again some other night. I don't do the same thing except the contest. Monday night is completely different. And I also have a second contest I'm working on, which will be Name That Western TV show as soon as we finish this one. All right. I'm past my time by a little bit. I don't have to go, but I have nothing more to show unless you want to stick around another half hour. Let me know. I think I've got a couple more. We can just chat, whatever you'd like to do. Like, okay. Or is that supposed to be Luke? I'm not sure. Like, all right. Oh, okay. Come in. I didn't read the one above. I'm Ashton. Oh, okay. Now I got you. I didn't read the line above the like. All right, Ashton or Ender. I'll try and remember Ashton. If I don't, it might take me 2 or 3 times. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it. And happy birthday. And if Brenda's still here, happy pre-birthday tomorrow. And I'll see everybody Wednesday then. Everybody have a good night. And hopefully have a good week. All right. I'm working on some videos. Be posting soon. So keep an eye out for that. All right. We'll see everybody later.